Hello everyone, this video is about how to answer specific factual questions. What I mean by the specific factual questions are questions starting with WH word like what or when or where, something like that. So pay attention to the WH word and try to look for the answers from the actual passage, and usually you can copy directly from the original passage. So we are going to use 2014 part A as examples. Let's look at question 2. The percentage here is the percentage of candidates that year who could get the answer correct. So question 2, why doesn't Winston like? So Winston doesn't like sales robots, and why? And you need to find out why. So you need to look for a reason, and from this question actually it already gives you some hint. It means you need to talk about what is not good about the robots. Okay, so you need to look for something negative. And from the passage you can see so there's a robot at the door, and Winston Sinclair hoped it wasn't one of those sales robots. So it says it wasn't one of those sales robots. That means he doesn't like it. He doesn't like the sales robot. And they were nearly impossible to get rid of. So they here meaning the sales robots. So, and this is something negative, right? Because if something's impossible to get rid of, it means it keeps on bugging you, nagging you to buy something, or it keeps on telling you something that you don't want to hear, something like that. So that's the meaning of impossible to get rid of, and this is negative, so this is the answer. So you could just say they were impossible to get rid of. Okay, so and question 10, why did Carl spread the rumor about Winston? So again, the WH word is why. Why Carl spread the rumor about Winston? So from the passage you could see in the video it was Carl speaking. So hello Winston, isn't this the strangest bot? Bot meaning robot. It just shows up one day and well, anyway. So Carl licked his lips, so it means he's trying to maybe he's not feeling easy because he's going to say sorry, as you know. 9 years ago you applied to Future Industries. I didn't want this, I meaning Carl, because Carl is speaking, remember? So I didn't want a young hotshot like you competing with me. Young hotshot, that means actually I think you can guess from the passage that it's something good, something positive. It's kind of like a young talent like you competing with me. Now compete is different from complete. Compete is like you're having a race with somebody, and it comes from the word competition. So if you compete with somebody, that means you want to win. And this Carl doesn't want Winston to win. So I spread the rumor that you were impossible to work with. Okay, so from this word so, we know the reason why he spread the rumor is he doesn't want Winston to compete with him. Okay, and is it that he didn't like Winston? Not really. Is it that he preferred to work on his own? Not really, because, well, you see, you need to find something like he doesn't want Winston to win. He doesn't want Winston to be better. So the answer should be C. Carl was scared. Winston was better than him. Okay, because he doesn't want Winston to compete with him. So that's why, yeah, I hope you understand. And again, it's why question. Why did Winston want to change jobs? Now, I am afraid maybe some of you have already forgot Winston's original job. So from the first half of the story, we could see that, okay, Rachel, Winston's daughter, is asking Winston, Daddy, who's Carl? And Winston answered, we worked together at Comotech. So Comotech was the company that both Carl and so this is Comotech, and both Carl and Winston worked together at that time together. And then he got a great job at Future Industries. So at Future Industries, well, I should put Future in, oh, sorry. Maybe I should use another color. So Future Industries is another company, and Carl just worked there. Okay, oops. Sorry about my drawing. So Carl works there, and I applied to work there, but they never called back. So Winston also wanted to work at Future Industries, but Future Industries never got back. So Winston didn't get there. Okay. And then later on in the story, let's look at the right hand side. And Winston jumped up after he listened to Carl's apology. And he said, I really wanted that job, the job at Future Industries. I always wondered what happened. I don't believe it. He's really angry, you see, and he stalked around the living room. I was miserable at Comotech for another year. So you see, so Winston here, he's very unhappy. He's miserable. Miserable meaning unhappy. So he's miserable at Comotech. So he couldn't get to Future Industries, and then well, so as you can see, this should be the reason why he wants to change jobs. So basically, when somebody wants to change jobs, they must be unhappy about something. So you could say don't copy I, okay? So you need to change it to he was miserable at Comotech. Okay. And then for question 16, this time is not why question, it's who, so you should look for a name. Who is under the coffee table? Who is under the coffee table? So we could look at the paragraph here. It says he had wanted that job so badly back then. And then but if he'd gotten it, then Future Industries would be his life, not Elizabeth, not Rachel. And from the story, actually, who's Elizabeth? Elizabeth was his wife, and Rachel was his daughter, who right now was poking a plastic magic wand at the robot from underneath the coffee table. So who's underneath the coffee table? Underneath actually is the same word as under. So who's under the coffee table? According to this sentence, you see this relative clause is trying to describe Rachel. So it should be Rachel, or you could say daughter. Okay, I hope I have answered your question.